Hi, and welcome to the MDReputations.com Reputation Dashboard. We're here at the overview page, and what this is showing us is kind of the big picture of a particular practice that we have set up here. Unfortunately, this doctor and this practice is very new, so this demo isn't as filled as we would like it to be, but it gives you an example of what you can expect when we set this up for your medical practice. So what we see here is the visibility section up top here. It's telling us that this particular practice and this doctor only has a 17% presence score online. Obviously, 100 is the goal here. Zero of the listings online in medical directories, Google Plus, have accurate information. So what that means is maybe there's an outdated address, maybe the website has an error, maybe they have an old phone number that's listed. So this is terrible. 5 of the listings have possible errors, so that could again be a address that's outdated or something of that nature. And then there are 24 sources missing completely, so they might not have a listing in their local city Google Plus location. So if someone was searching for a family doctor in Dearborn Heights, they might not be in Google Plus, therefore, or Google Places, therefore missing that complete listing. So we want to get 0 sources missing and have this practice everywhere. Obviously, that's the goal: better visibility, better awareness. So when someone is searching for the practice, it pops up there and they call and then hopefully schedule a visit. Here we are looking at their reviews. They are fairly new, so they only have one review site with ratings and reviews, and that was Vitals.com, and they didn't get off to a good start. They had 2 negatives and then 1 positive, so this is something that we would need to immediately dive into and take a look at to begin repairing that. They didn't have any mentions for today, and their competition section is not set up yet. So basically what we would do is we would get the doctor's 3 or 4 main competitors for the keywords, whether it's a family practice or a specialty niche area, and then we would see exactly how they're faring against their competitors. So this is the main dashboard, the overview section. So let's take a look at the visibility area now. What this is going to show is all the directories, the rating and review sites, the major listing areas. It's going to let us know if this location here matches with the directory site. So we consulted with the doctor and we know that this is the accurate information, so this is what should be on all of these search engines and review sites, etc. So sadly, this particular practice has changed addresses and none of that information has transferred over, and as you can see, they're not even listed in the major 3, Bing, Google, and Yahoo local. So that's huge. I mean, they're probably missing out on 60% traffic, foot traffic, and both web traffic because of this. That is absolutely terrible. So we immediately would need to get in there and fix that. Here are some medical and also specifically related sites to medical practices, Vitals, Yelp, and you can see they only have 1 listing found, but it has an error. So if we click to see the details, we can see that it doesn't like the phone number and there's no website missing. So we would verify that is correct, or we would make the edits to fix that. As we scroll down here, we can see there's no Yelp found. These major directories, they don't have a listing in. No yellow book pages, and they only have 1 Facebook page. They don't have a Foursquare, LinkedIn, or Twitter, so they could use some serious work here in the visibility section. I don't think they have any citations as of yet. A citation would be any mention of this particular practice online, any mention of the doctor. So it does look like they have a few. They're in a couple phone book directories. It looks like they're in a couple practice places. Their phone number's been listed. So this here scours the web for any mention of the doctor's name, the practice name, receptionist. We can put in all that information. So basically what it's doing is 24 hours a day, it's scouring the web for any mention of this practice, whether good, bad, or neutral, and our team monitors this daily, as well as alerts get dispatched out to ourselves and the practice, so that if anything pops up negative or neutral, we're aware of it, and the practice is aware of it as well. So then we hop over to the review section. As we talked about earlier, they only have 1 site, and that was Vitals with information. Typically, this sources here would have about 5 or 6 sites: Yelp reviews, health grade reviews, rate MDs, and you could click and dial into exactly the one that you wanted to take a look at. So for now, we'll just dial into Vitals. It's going to load all of the Vital scores, and here it's going to show everything down below: bad, bad, and then 1 good review. Typically, this has 30 or 40, 50 plus reviews for a more established doctor, and with 1 click, you can look at just the positives as well as the negatives and the neutrals. So you could print this out and show your staff and see, possibly what you could improve and correct within your practice. This here is also a trend cloud. So if you have 1 doctor out of the practice that's doing very well or doing very poorly, his name or her name would be here, and you could click on that to see exactly what's trending and what people are typing into their reviews. So you can see it's very, very powerful. It shows you your whole online snapshot of your practice in the review and the rating section. This mention section is sort of like the citations that we talked about earlier. It's any mention of the doctor or the practice or the staff online, and again, they're very new, so there's no images or any blogs about them, but typically there would be maybe images here of the practice, the interior, if it's a negative comment that says that the inside of the office is messy. We've seen things like that. So this here is very powerful, as well as Twitter and Facebook mentions about the practice. Social is going to be the same thing. We scour the social arena looking for any type of mention of the doctor. We also can mention employee, staff, and doctor Facebook's, Twitter, Foursquare accounts to make sure that they are showcasing the practice in a positive light. So it's a very, very powerful platform. This tab here, the competition, what we do is we set the doctor up and we ask for 4 or 5 competitors with the competing terms. So in this case, it was general practice, geriatric medicine, and just the word doctor. And what it does is it combs the web and sees exactly how this particular doctor is doing against its competition. And since this is a new account, it hasn't found anything yet. Lastly is the report section. As your account gets older and it ages, you can see exactly how your practice is growing online. You can see how many new mentions you have, how many new updates to your ratings and reviews. So this here is going to be much more powerful once this account gains age. So we hope you can see the power of this Platinum Reputations and MD Reputations dashboard here. It's extremely powerful, and we've built it to improve your reputation and ratings online while attempting to mitigate any future damage. So if we can be of help, please visit RemoveMyName.com. We look forward to serving your practice.